Hello guys, how you guys doing? Well, today's video is gonna be about the story of let's just wait. Well, yeah, as you guys could see, I'm outside in the park. Jay fell asleep. It's a beautiful day out today, and well, like I was saying, today's video is gonna be about how me and Pablo met. So it's a funny story because we were friends on Facebook. Didn't even know how, don't even know who at who, or and then all of a sudden I'm just chilling in my house like nothing, and I just received the message on Facebook. And I still remember what it said. Hey, do you play soccer at North Grand? And I'm like, no, I don't. Like, I suck at soccer, first of all. So, and then he was just like, oh, then he said, oh, my bad. I thought you did. I was like, well, no, I don't. You're probably confusing me with another girl or with another person, or I don't know. So he was like, oh, then he started saying like, oh, what's your name, like, and stuff like that. And I was like, to me it was funny, because like, what's my name? Like, dude, it's on my Facebook. But I just told him my name. And then all of a sudden I had to go. I really had to go. Like, I was gonna log out of Facebook because my internet back then was like a poor internet, like a slow internet. So like my dad would only pay like 35, which was like 1 gig, I think. So yeah, I don't remember if it was like 1 gigabyte or 2 gigs, but it wasn't like, the thing was, it wasn't enough internet. So I would like steal Wi-Fi from the neighbors so that's how I could have been on Facebook. And then I would try to save my internet, to like when I go out, like post stuff, and pretty much, yeah. So I told him, I was like, well, if you wanna keep talking, because he seemed like a nice guy, I was like, here's my number. Yeah, like them, instead of him asking for a number, I was like, here, you can just have it. Yeah, it actually took him a while to like text me. Like, he didn't text me like right away, like like some thirsty guys usually do. But yeah, it took him a while, and then we started talking, texting, and like that's when he's like, oh, can I call you? And I was like, sure. But I'm not gonna lie, the first time he called me, I answered and then I clicked because I was so nervous. I was like, what the heck? Like, what am I doing talking to a stranger? I don't even know him, and I'm just here like, why? Right? And I'm like I was fine texting him, but calling like on the phone, not so good at it. Like, I was shy, like I didn't know what to say. But yeah, and then he called me again and I answered, and then that's when he started talking to me, and we started talking. We would text and like stuff like that. Hold on. So yeah, we would text, and we never hanged out actually till like, whoa, it was like a long thing. So we started talking like around June. And we didn't get to see each other like actually like in person till like, it was probably like around August, I think. No, because it was in school. It was like in September. Yeah, it was like in September. That like around September, it was we seen each other for like the first time. We hanged out. We were just like basically at a park. I still remember what park we hanged out in. And yeah, after that we just kept talking, like friends. And then it was October 3rd, when he actually like asked me out, he's like, you know what, like, you want to be my girl, like, you know, like, since we're always talking on the phone, texting, and like stuff like that, like, might as well. I was like, well, you know, I said of course. So we started dating. And well, like, the thing that I did wrong was that I never mentioned him to my brothers or my dad. Like, never said, oh, like, you know how they usually like expect, I don't know, like, they expected me to like be like more like, I guess it wasn't something they expected from me. So like, they wanted me, they didn't, they were like kind of mad at the fact that I was just like, oh, she's dating this guy, we don't even know him, his intentions, anything. Like, they didn't even know his name, right? But yeah, well, back then when I was dating him, I used to live with my sister-in-law, my dad, my 2 older brothers, and my little niece, my princess. And yeah, basically, like, I had to ask them, like, if my dad wasn't home, I had to ask my brothers for permission to do or to go anywhere. So eventually there was this one time where I lied to my brother. Like, literally, I lied to him. He's like, where you at? And I'm like, oh, I want my dad. Because we had gone to my other brother's house, me and my dad. But then I walked it back because I was going to meet him at this park by my house. So yeah, that was like the first, and the first thing I messed up. And then that's when my brother like started like, you know what, no, I don't trust you, you're not like this, you know. They thought it was his fault, but actually I feel like it was my fault. Like, it was my responsibility to let them know who he was, let them know who I was talking to when I was talking to him, like we were friends and stuff like that. But I never did. So yeah, that day, he picked me up, and then that's when we left, right, from my house. My brother was sleeping. I actually sneaked out, and we left, and we were at the park. We were barely crossing the alley when like my brother like seen us, because his friend was outside waiting for him. So his friend called him, and that's when pretty much he called me right away. He's like, hey, where you at? And then like, that's boom, where he catched me, because I was like, oh, I'm here with my dad, you know, at Ray's house. That's my brother, you know, my other brother. He's like, oh, okay. And he said, all right, bye. He clicked. And then like, that's when I like, you know, like I was happy, you know. Who is not gonna be happy with their boyfriend chilling, you know? So we were chilling, and like, all of a sudden, you know, like, oh, well, you know, like, I'm gonna go home. Oh, okay, you know, like, we were there for a while. So we were like, bye. I went to my house, and then as soon as I got in, my brother's just staring at me. So I go inside my room, and then that's when so I am so sorry, guys. I had to stop the video when we were at the park, but we're heading home, and I'll continue my story there, okay? Okay, guys, so last night I couldn't continue my story because it was pretty much late, and Jaden was like tired. We knocked out. I was tired too, but let me continue. So we're right here at my mother-in-law's house, her kitchen. But yeah, so pretty much that's what happened. My brother caught me lying to him. You know, he told me that, like, why am I lying to him, that I was not like that. Like, so I was a senior, many things happened. Like, everything was like, so it was like my senior year was messed up. I was messed up. Like, I wanted to get out of school, and like, everybody thought that it was his fault that I didn't want to go to school no more. So that's why pretty much they didn't like him. They're like, oh, all of a sudden you have a boyfriend and you don't want to go to school, you're ditching classes, this and that. But the thing is that I would ditch, but I was not with him, because he would work. And then like, well, he wasn't in school, because he was 20 when I met him. I was 17, he was 20. So my dad didn't like him because he was older than me. He's like, oh, you're dating an older guy, you're doing stupid shit, like, this older guy is making you do stupid stuff. So they didn't like him. So there was this point, like we had, it was Christmas. It was Christmas, you know, when he gave me that ring. He also gave me an iPhone 5. Like, yes, iPhone 5. And what else? Oh, some shoes, some bands, some red ones. I still remember. And I'm not gonna lie. Like, literally, my dad made me give everything back to him because of the fact that he found out that he was older than me. Yeah. So yeah, I gave everything back to him, and I told him, you know what, I called him and I told him, can you come to my house, we need to talk, I want to talk to you and I want to see you. So pretty much I told him. He came to my house, we talked, we were outside, and I told him, you know what, I'm sorry, I can't be with you no more. My dad is like, it's not approved to this relationship, and like for the best of you and me, we just, you know, like just leave it here. So the thing that hurt him more was when I gave everything back, because he's like, no, you're not, why are you giving it back to me? Like, it's yours, I gave it to you, I bought it for you, like keep it. I was like, no, if I don't give it to you, my dad is gonna think that I never broke up with you and that not, you know, that we're still together and stuff like that. So it's better if you just take it. So he took the stuff. I didn't have a phone, obviously he couldn't call me. I didn't have a phone like for like 2 weeks, I think, or a week, or even more. But you know, it was like a month or 1.5 before my birthday. I was gonna turn 18, and I told them, just give me some time, you know, if you give me some time when I'm 18, we could be back together. But if not, I mean, I understand, you know, you can move on, you know. So things happen like that, and then all I know, he sent me a message on Facebook, but I couldn't even go on Facebook, where he told me, I read it afterwards, like a week after, I think. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, I'll wait for you no matter how much, because you're a really great girl, and like I really find myself with you like for a while. And well, oh god, that brought, like, I was crying, like, oh my god, like seriously, he's gonna wait for me like a month? Like, I don't know, you know, some guys are just like, fuck it, you know, let's move on to the next girl. But no, he actually waited for me, actually like a week before, I think it was my birthday. My brothers actually met him, they talked to him, they told him stuff like this, like, I don't want this and that, you know, like if I say she has to be here at 10, she better be here at 10, or else she ain't going nowhere out no more with you another day. But yeah, and then after that they talked. He was really nervous, I'm not gonna lie. He was like, like you couldn't even understand what he was saying, because he was nervous at the fact that my brothers were just like on him that day. But you know, God is good, and like we fixed everything. I was doing good in school, and I guess because I was showing my brothers that I actually cared, and I was doing my best at school, you know. And I talked to him, and I had told him that, well, he had nothing to do with my stupid decisions that I was doing at school. So yeah, after that happened, my party came along. He went to my birthday where all my other brothers met him. You know, I was like, oh, this is my boyfriend, this and that. That was like a nice day. I loved it. And after that, he continued coming to my house. My brothers wouldn't mind. Everything was going good. But yeah, it was like so bad. Like, there's no way I can love this guy. Like, he literally waited for me until I was the age to start dating him. Like, we could have been like a week or 2 weeks without seeing each other, because of the fact that I'm telling you that he was older and my dad was mad. But then after a while, like, my dad started getting used to it. I started going to parties. I was allowed to get home later than 10, because before it was at 9. I had to be in my house at 9. So yeah, after that, you know, we started going out to parties, like his family parties and stuff like that. He used to come to my niece's birthday party, and yeah, that's how it went. After we made a year of dating, that's when I got pregnant of my first baby. And yes, and then after having my first baby, that's when we moved in together and stuff like that. And that's how we started off. From there, we lived together, and we still do. Before my baby turned 1 year old, like he was like 7 months, that's when we moved out with we moved out by our own. We used to live with his parents. We moved out by our own, and then from there on we still live alone. And now my Jaden is 1 year old. He's gonna be 2 in June, and now I'm on to my second child. He's gonna be born in July. I'm 6 months and a half right now. So pretty much, yes, that's how me and Pablo met, and so on. That's how we are right now. Now finally we're engaged again, and I hope this time it just stays like that. And stay tuned, you know. And thank you for watching this video, and this is all for today, and hope you guys like it. Thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe and to tell your friends to subscribe too. You know, I'm trying to get people to like get to know me. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like I said before, see you guys on the next video, and have a nice weekend.